What's the most creative petty revenge you've ever gotten on a neighbor? My neighbor cost me a $400 catering order because he couldn't be bothered to park his massive SUV 3 feet to the left. Apparently, that was the last straw. I run a small bakery from my home, and that shared driveway is my lifeline. It's how I get my 50-pound bags of flour, my cases of butter, my everything. And for 6 months, my new neighbor, Mr. Henderson, had made it his personal mission to block it. I tried being nice. I left polite notes. I knocked on his door. He would either ignore me or give me a smug little smile and say, "I'll move it when I'm ready." He knew exactly what he was doing. The final straw was the wedding cake consultation. The clients were coming to taste samples, and the delivery truck with my specialty ingredients was blocked. By the time Henderson moved his car an hour later, the truck was gone, my order was canceled, and I was out $400. That night, I bought a security camera. I was done being polite. I started a log documenting every single time he blocked the driveway, complete with time-stamped photos. A pattern emerged quickly. He only did it on Tuesdays and Fridays, the exact days my big supply shipments arrived. This wasn't laziness, it was deliberate. The problem was, he was the president of our homeowners association. I filed 3 official complaints, and all 3 were dismissed for lack of evidence. He was untouchable. I felt completely powerless, and then I had an idea. It was petty, it was passive-aggressive, and it was beautiful. I couldn't get his car towed, but nobody said I couldn't protect my own property. I went online and bought a new car alarm system, one with an adjustable proximity sensor. I installed it myself and set the sensor range to the maximum, just far enough to cover the entire shared portion of the driveway. The next Tuesday, like clockwork, his SUV pulled in, blocking my access. I waited. 5 minutes later, I walked out to my own car, opened the door, and then locked it with the new key fob. The alarm chirped, armed. A few seconds later, Henderson walked past my car to get to his front door. The proximity sensor tripped. My car alarm started blaring. It was deafening. He jumped, annoyed, and hurried inside. The alarm stopped after a minute. An hour later, he came out to get something from his car. It went off again. Every time he or his wife or their kids walked anywhere near his illegally parked vehicle, the alarm screamed. It went on like this for 2 days. They couldn't get their mail, they couldn't take out the trash without setting off a siren. On Friday morning, my flour delivery was scheduled to arrive. His SUV was parked perfectly within his own property line. I never said a word to him about it. A week later, at an HOA meeting, he proposed a new rule about nuisance alarms. I stood up and said I fully supported it, and that it should apply to all neighborhood nuisances, including parking violations that obstruct business access. I held up my binder full of time-stamped photos. He turned pale. The proposal was quietly dropped. The city installed a bright yellow, "No parking anytime" sign right in the middle of the disputed space, citing commercial access